YouTube. So, we actually survived the end of the world, which is a good thing.
I don't know. I hear sirens out there right now.
So, actually, as you guys know, the Inca calendar says that today is the end.
Mayan? Isn't it the Mayan calendar?
Okay, the Mayan calendar. And, we've been wanting to make a video about our next big vacation, but we wanted to put that off just in case the world ended.
We did not. So every year we like to take one big vacation, and this year there's kind of a lot of thought about where we were going to go, whether we were going to do maybe VidCon or Comic-Con or, something down in Florida. And instead, Jay's always had this wish to drive across country. It's one of those things that he always tells me, well, first, before he turned 40. I want to drive across the country before I turn 40.
Too late.
That came and went. But this year, the kids are older. We think they'll be able to appreciate a lot of the sites we're going to see because we are going to go across the United States.
And it's not really, this is, every year we do a big gay vacation, and I know some people hate that term. But that term actually came about because one year we had a YouTube get-together, and we had probably, about 15, 20 people. And they weren't all gay, but some of them coined the term as the big gay vacation. So every year we have a big gay vacation YouTube get-together, and we've gone some pretty amazing places.
This year it's only kind of gay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem that we've always had every year is, it's expensive to fly around the country. It's expensive for people to come together and get together. So what I thought would be cool is, I've always wanted to drive cross country, and what better way to meet lots and lots of YouTubers than to meet you guys as we go. So we're going to basically drive cross country this next summer, July and August, and we want to meet as many of you guys as possible. And so we're going to kind of give you a little bit of an outline of where we're heading and where we want to get-togethers at.
You should see this map. Seriously.
Yeah, it's a massive map.
It's just ridiculous.
So,
there's little points all over it.
We're going to go basically just kind of give you an outline real quick of where we're going to go and where hopefully you guys maybe can hook up with us and do a get-together. So we're going to start off in Nevada, Las Vegas. That'll be our first stop. And then we're going to head into Arizona. Now, when we're in Arizona, there's some really cool waterfalls that have like a 10-mile hike to get to. And I can't pronounce it. What's the name of the waterfalls, Brian?
Havasu
Falls. And it'd be really cool. We're going to camp there for one night. We're going to hike in, camp, and then hike out. So if that's something you guys think you want to do, definitely would be a great place to get together.
There will be hiking and camping involved. There will be some grouchy Daddy Brian's in the area.
Likely. So you want to read our list and just kind of give people an idea, and then I'll throw in our get-togethers?
Well, after Arizona, we're moving on to New Mexico, specifically to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Which is cool.
And then after that, we're moving on to Texas.
Driving through Oklahoma.
Yep. And then on to Missouri and St. Louis, Missouri.
Well, we're going to pick up who in St. Louis?
Thiago, who you guys may remember. Hi, Thiago.
So Thiago, our friend, will be going to school to be a doctor in St. Louis, and he's going to take part of the trip with us, which will be pretty cool. So for all you single guys who want to meet a hot Brazilian, that's a good way to meet him.
Okay. So our next stop is Tennessee, and Jay's got a couple of big things he wants to see in Tennessee.
Well, we're gonna go to Nashville, which I've always wanted to do Nashville, and then we're gonna go to Dollywood. Yes, I love Dolly Parton. She's the first person I ever listened to as a kid. The first CD I ever owned was by Dolly Parton, and I'm a huge fan. So we've got to stop at Dollywood, and I think Dolly would be another great place for a bunch of YouTubers to get together.
Okay. And then after that to Kentucky.
Yay.
We're
going to be in Kentucky for a couple days because we have a bunch of YouTubers that live there that want to host us. And we think that'll be another place to get together. Maybe do some caves, some hiking, some camping in Kentucky.
Well, I get to meet another few from the other side of the country. So, hey, Travis. And then after Kentucky, we're going to be moving on to Pennsylvania.
Now, in Pennsylvania, we're actually going to be in Pennsylvania for like 3 or 4 days, and we think that'd be a great place for YouTubers to come together. We're going to go see the Flight 93 Memorial so we can pay our respects to Mark Bingham. We're going to go, there's an LGBT Pride Parade that actually is there when we're there, and it's at, what is that city called? It is Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So we're going to be at Harrisburg Pride, and then we're going to be on to Philadelphia and spend a couple days there. And who do we get to meet in Philadelphia?
Brian Sims.
Brian Sims, who's the new out-elected assembly member, and he's going to give us a tour of the Capitol building, which I think is pretty cool.
And he's super cute.
Yeah, he is super cute. Then on to Connecticut.
Yeah.
And who lives in Connecticut?
I don't know.
Fight Dog!
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, Fight Dog and Rick on Earth, and I've wanted to meet those two for a very long time, so we're going to do an overnight stay in Connecticut so we can hang out with them.
Yeah. And then to Massachusetts.
Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Boston sounds really cool.
There will be no tea partying involved.
Yeah.
And then, well, this is not technically across the United States. We're actually taking a little detour into Canada.
Because we love Canadians.
So I have to brush up on my French.
Yeah, so we're going to hit Montreal for a couple days, Toronto for a couple days, and of course we're going to go by the Niagara Falls because, I mean, you can't miss the Niagara Falls, and we've never been there, so this is pretty cool.
I'm going to push you over in a barrel.
Then we're going to stop off in Cleveland. Who lives in Cleveland?
That would be James Stone and his partner Dave.
Yeah, and
Hello.
they're going to host us, and maybe we can talk them into having a barbecue and getting a bunch of people together. So get your guys' cookware ready. I know you guys cook really good.
Yeah.
And then where are we heading?
To Illinois.
Chicago!
Mm-hmm. Gonna hit a couple speakeasies.
And then the Great Mall in Minnesota.
Yeah,
So I'm really excited about
Minneapolis.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be also another great place to get together and meet people and hang out and go shopping and see all the great things at the Great Mall.
That's a curious site. I have to say that's probably one of the places I'm most curious about because it's
American decadence.
Yeah, like several floors and like hotels and all in a mall.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just nuts. Okay, and then we're moving on to South Dakota and Mount Rushmore.
And what else is in South Dakota? Or is that in Wyoming? Devil's Rock. Oh, that's in Wyoming.
Yeah.
So after we're going to check out Mount Rushmore, and then we're going to check out Devil's Rock, and then from there we're going to head to Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming, which is a place that I've wanted to go for a very long time. Mm-hmm. And we're actually going to be there for a couple days. So if you want to go hiking with us, you want to check out the geysers, you want to see the wildlife, Yellowstone would be an awesome place to visit. Mm-hmm. And then finally, Mormon capital of the world.
Yeah.
Utah, Salt Lake City. Maybe we'll put on a good little protest there.
I'm gonna
feel like protesting?
roll my windows up and lock the doors.
So basically, YouTube, that's going to be kind of a rough outline of our trip. If you live anywhere near these locations, if you want to tag along for a few days and go on part of the trip with us, if you just want to, jump in your car and meet us somewhere, we are looking forward to meeting as many of you guys as possible. I mean, this is a trip that I would love to meet hundreds and hundreds of YouTubers.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you know that you can't journey across country to come visit us, we're going to come see you. So if you live in any of these locations we mentioned, I'm going to put a list of all of them down below of places we're going to stop. And will you give us some hints? What are things we should see? What are some things we should do? What kind of food should we eat while we're there? I mean, we really need your guys' help because there's a few places that I have no idea what's there. Like, what do you do in Oklahoma?
You sing.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that,
Oklahoma.
I don't know. What do we do in New Mexico? I know in New Mexico we're going to hit Albuquerque because we have a friend who lives there.
Mushrooms.
Really? Like drugs?
I'm just kidding.
Okay. So I have no idea about a lot of these places. I know the major attractions, but we really want to hear from you guys who live in these areas. What's the little things we should see? Where do you guys want to go have lunch with us? Where do you want to take us to dinner? You want to let us stay on your floor? We got sleeping bags. So we're going to try to stay out of hotels. We're going to try to crash at people's houses, camp, hike. Maybe do a hotel here and here and there.
This is Jay's roughing it gene coming out.
We're gonna rough it. So I hope to meet a lot of you guys. And as the trip gets closer.
So YouTube, this could go one of two ways. It could either be really awesome, or it could be something like National Lampoon's Vacation,
which I kind of hope it is.
We bought the movie today just because we've been teasing each other about that. That's how it's gonna go.
Yeah. So do me a favor, in the comments down below, let us know your tips. If you've been to these places we've talked about, let us know. We're super excited about it, and I'm actually planning everything out now. The next couple months, I'm kind of setting locations. So let us know. Until next time, have a very good Christmas. I'm glad we all survived the end of the world, and we'll talk to you soon.
Happy holidays, YouTube.
Bye.